now less than 48 hours away from President Trump's deadline for countries around the world to come to a tariff deal with the United States. After those tariffs went into effect on his so-called Liberation Day back in April, the president delayed them until this Wednesday. But this morning, there's still some confusion around the deadline and what we can expect here. Nick Spack has been following this closely for us. Nick, the president and some of his top economic officials talked about this over the weekend. What are we expecting this week?
We don't really know, but we're keeping an eye on it, Markie. Good morning. The president said his administration is negotiating several deals and will notify countries that haven't reached deals today what their new tariff rates will be. But the president also said the new higher tariffs won't kick in until August 1st, which is leading to some confusion about whether the deadline has been delayed yet again. With the new July 9th deadline looming, President Trump confirmed on Truth Social that letters and/or deals about U.S. tariffs will be delivered to several countries by noon Eastern today. Mr. Trump's post came just hours after he and Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick confirmed trade talks are ongoing.
I think we'll have most countries done by July 9th, yeah. Either a letter or a deal.
Tariffs go into effect August 1st, but the president is setting the rates and the deals right now.
Earlier in the day, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent told CNN State of the Union the administration planned to reach out to about 100 countries that haven't renegotiated trade agreements, explaining what could happen if they don't come to the table.
President Trump's going to be sending letters to some of our trading partners saying that if you don't move things along, then on August 1st, you will boomerang back to your April 2nd tariff level. So I think we're going to see a lot of deals very quickly.
A baseline tariff of 10% on most imported goods is expected, but where countries are in the negotiation process could determine if they'll face a higher rate.
There's been some progress, I understand, with China. And I understand that a lot of our major trading partners, Korea, Japan, Australia, have been spending a good bit of time trying to talk with the administration about a deal.
The threat of tariffs has already had an impact on small businesses. According to Alignable, 44% of small business owners saw a dip in sales in the month of June. NewsNation contributor and former White House chief of staff for the first Trump administration, Mick Mulvaney, offering this insight.
The impact on the consumer, on the ordinary American, is going to depend on the country. We probably don't import a lot of stuff from, Chad in Africa. So if tariffs go up there, it probably doesn't make that big a difference. If for example, the tariffs go through the roof on Canada, that could have a dramatic impact.
The tariffs are reportedly a reason the Fed has not made a change on its key rate. At a European Central Bank forum, Fed Chair Jerome Powell said the Fed, quote, went on hold so they could evaluate how tariffs will impact the United States. Markie.
All right, Nick, thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.